Let's do a full face using my most full coverage makeup product. I don't even remember the last time I've done a full coverage beat on myself. It's like the opposite of what I normally do. Obviously, primer isn't really full coverage, but I do need something that's gonna be super hydrating and also grippy to grip all the full coverage makeup onto. I'm using the NYX Face Glue Primer. This is one of the most hydrating, gripping primers I've ever tried. I think the most full coverage foundation that I own is a one size turn up the base foundation. I'm not the biggest fan of this foundation because I feel like the shade range is really hard to find the correct undertone. This is shade light 20 and this is shade fair 30. See what I mean? I mean, this one's like too dark and this one's too light. I feel like I should just mix them together. I mean, that's literally covering every inch of my skin. Like you can't see any skin peeking through. This one has a matte finish, which I feel like every full coverage foundation I've ever tried is a matte finish. Why is that? Like, why can't we have a dewy full coverage foundation? I'm not obsessed with the way this is looking on my skin. I feel like it's sitting on top of my skin and it's just looking so makeup-y. I know I'm used to more natural foundation, so maybe that's why. My most full coverage bronzer is this Armani Silk Liquid Bronzer. It's like a 2-in-1 product, so you can use it as bronzing drops or you can use it as like regular bronzer. So I think that's why there's a ton of coverage in it, because you can use it all over your face if you want. It does fully cover your skin. There is no skin peeking through this bronzer. Hopefully this bronzer can help fix the shade match of the foundation. The foundation's like way too yellow. My most full coverage blush has to be the Rare Beauty blush. This is like the most pigmented blush ever. I've had this blush for years. It's not even near being empty because you only have to use the tiniest amount. We're gonna do 1 dot on each cheek. Yeah, 1 dot turns into this. Like, that's actually crazy how such a little amount of product goes such a long way. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't used this blush in a really long time. I never really reached for it. I don't really like having to sit here for ages blending out my blush just to get it to look good. Once it's blended, it looks gorgeous and it does last a long time because it's so pigmented. The most full coverage concealer, Huda Beauty. This is like paint for your under eyes. It literally conceals everything. Normally I would just do this much concealer. I don't use a lot of concealer, but since we're doing a full coverage beat, I guess I'm gonna use a little bit more. I forgot how thick this concealer is. She is very, very, very thick, but she has amazing coverage. So if you do struggle with under eye circles, like, this is your girl. Surprisingly, my most full coverage powder is from Kosas, which is such a clean girl brand, so it's weird. But for just a regular pressed setting powder, this has so much pigment. It's very opaque. Look at the difference this makes under my under eyes. It's also super blurring as well. I love this powder. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm actually hating my makeup right now. I don't like full coverage makeup, and I also don't like that foundation. That foundation looks so bad. Ugh. I still have faith in this look though. Maybe I can fix it. Go to part 2.